Anywho, so, welcome to the stream, fellas. Yeah, so, I finally decided to bite the bullet and stream Suika Game. At the moment, it's kind of a thing that everyone's streaming at the moment. I kind of got into the game a couple of days ago, and whilst sorting out my schedule for this week, I just went, what the hell, sticking it on there. Because, I don't know, nice calming chill one for the first stream of the week. But, with any luck, this should hopefully curb the Suika Game addiction for a while. Basically, this is FCO99 all over again. So, yeah. It was weird too, because up until now, I've only been playing this game whilst I've had my Switch in handheld mode. Oh yeah, by the way, this is on the Switch, on the eShop. It was originally Japanese only, but then they did an international release. And not too long ago, the update like yesterday? I think it was yesterday. They not only had language select, they also introduced a Halloween theme. But we're not using that right this second. But yeah. Never thought I'd be streaming this kind of game. And it's a high score game. And to make you go, what the hell, you've only been playing this for 3 days? Here's my top score. 3,055. Well, my top score as of this stream. So, good luck trying to beat that one. I challenge you to do so. And if you do so, shoot a tweet or something my way. And I'll see if I can beat back. Yeah, one issue I've seen with this game already is that the cursor will just... little doobly dropping the fruit will just scream at it with no rhyme or reason. We'll just walk to the other side of the container. But yeah... one of those deceptively simple but deceptively addictive kind of games. Some angry looking. Like, really angry. Yeah, I'm not going to be thinking too much this stream. Because this is probably the sort of game that, I don't know, you get more enjoyment out of just switching your mind on. Because we've all seen what's happened to people that haven't been switching their mind off whilst playing it. So much rage. What about my... Oops. Yeah. Boot and physics that decided it wants to do whatever the hell it likes. So yeah. If I'm a bit quieter, well, quieter than usual, it's because I've kind of switched my brain off. Son of a... but... Well, I'm porking this up already. I gotta admit, you have all sorts of like little games like this just blow out, or well, blow up out of the blue. Some of that has to do with the streaming scene. This one more so because of us VTuber. But no different to why stuff like Apex and that go up. Don't expect me to play that anytime soon, because, you know, I actually need some semblance of skill to get away playing that one. And we all know I can't hit the broadside of a damn bomb, even with controller aim assisting. This run is going unusually well, so I'm expecting it to go to shit in the next 5 seconds. I'm gonna go up to normal melon. Okay. And what game you're playing? Because you're up to something. You're never normally this nice to me. Except that one time I got 3,000. Which is the only time I got 3,000, because, I don't know, yeah, dumb luck. Something like that? I don't know. You know, I randomly like to pull W's out my arse. That is actually really damn annoying. I love how it gets to such a point where everything just starts rotating for zero damn reason. Well, shit's happening. Well, not bad for a first attempt. Not bad at all. Yeah, I haven't broken 2K yet today, so... But then again, I'm not playing this for high scores too much. I say that, but I've been flexing my damn best score all over Twitter the past 3 days. Yeah. Some of my followers feel that and are very confused by the fact that I actually managed that. Even I don't know how the hell I did it. Like the medic in TF2 once said, "Ha ha ha, I have no idea." I can't do questions to save my shit. So, yeah. Yeah, just if you have stuff you guys need to be doing, feel free to just have this on in the background or something. And just try to popping a fruit and this song for the next 2 hours. Because, I don't know, that's how I like to conduct streams nowadays. Have it be a nice chill time, and if people got stuff they need to do, go do it. Have this on in the background if you want. I don't mind peeps lurking. In fact, feel completely free to lurk. Because, well, you lurk because they're just as awesome as the peeps that actively talk in the chat and that. Oh, yeah. Don't feel that you need to constantly be chatting. If you want to just lurk and vibe, go ahead. Yeah. Good. But I need to get a better setup for this. It's been on my mind for a little while to potentially try and think about ordering myself a mic arm. A mic arm and a USB extender. Just to make things a bit less awkward. Send this out. song will not drive me fucking crazy. No, sorry. It won't drive me completely funny. Something, something, something lyrics. Cause I'm a whatever I am, not a songwriter. What's for Smalley? What's these ones meant to be? Grapefruits or honeydew melons? It's like the green ones that aren't watermelons, but they're supposed to be normal melons. Yeah. Maybe the ones are like honeydew melons? Honeydew melons? Oh, I haven't had honeydew melons in ages. Yeah, I haven't had honeydew melons in ages. Honeydew melons are nice. I don't have melon particularly often. Hell, I don't have fruit outside of bananas or apples particularly often. Just cause... I don't know. I don't munch as much as you think I would. Considering how my appetite is like. Especially this sort of time of night, because we're not long had dinner, I'm not massively hungry. Why the hell do they just randomly turn into peaches for zero reason? Like, that's clearly a glitch or something. just not one of the small ones. Damn, I really have turned my brain off. Sometimes it's just easier on yourself to just not think about things too hard. Switching your brain off, in my opinion, isn't ignoring, like, issues. Neither is escapism or anything like that. It's simply putting them on hold so you don't lose your marbles. Yeah. Well, if the game does make you rage, probably play something else to calm you down. Just saying. Yourself a bit of extra time, just it helps. I know I'm not the best person to talk about this, where since I don't actually have a job at the moment, I don't really have anything to get stressed out over, but I can still get stressed out over stuff. It really goes to show whatever facet of life you're in, it can be... you can just have days like that. It's, I don't know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, that one's been just moved. Why am I sitting so far away from the actual mic? It's kind of weird. Enough about all that philosophical crap. Let's just go back to vibing with the funny food game. It's not a terrible thing to talk about that sort of thing, but not what these streams are for. More so, you guys can just get away from that sort of thing and just chill. So I do appreciate when you guys do decide to pop in chill vibe with me. It means actually quite a lot, if I'm honest. Because I don't know. I get lonely. I know I'm still living with the parentals, but sometimes you do need people outside of your family group and that to talk to. People with radically different ideas or something like that. Well, if you prefer to just chill and chat with peeps in your family, all the power to you. Like, that's just how it is. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I've completed the goals. I'm trying to say. Now, have you ever guys had something you just started doing on a bit weird, but turns out it actually ends up being one of the most fulfilling things you ever did? Yeah, that's basically just dreaming in a nutshell for me. It's one of the most fulfilling things I've just done. I know. I think I'm just one of those people that just likes seeing other people happy. Not entirely sure why I am like that. But then again, I could have turned out a lot worse. Again, I just randomly turned peaches. I know. I think I could have turned out worse. Just generally. I do think I am not as aggro nowadays. Because I used to be very, yeah, we don't deserve this planet kind of thing. But I would definitely say I've mellowed out of that sort of phase. Just because, ironically, it's because of Twitter, which is one of the main reasons I got into that sort of mindset in the first place. Because I saw all the shit that was happening on there. But actually coming onto Twitter on that, going onto Twitter when I started streaming, yeah, that's actually done me good. In more than just socializing and self-promoting, it has helped me see that yes, there are good people in the world that support and nurture each other. Because you have to remember, a lot of the time when you see Twitter controversy and that sort of thing, a lot of that is just one particularly loud group rather than as a whole. And people might say, well, they still complain about everything. That's just true for anything on the internet nowadays. And plus, you're talking to a Brit, we complain about goddamn everything. It's kind of one of our stereotypes. Like, even nowadays, I still complain about shit. Like, usually stuff to do with politics. But, I really don't think that's a thing we should be going into here. Cause, yeah, I could probably rant for a good, like, couple of hours on the British government. But I don't particularly fancy doing that. Mostly because it's kind of beating a dead horse at this point. And plus, why sometimes, I don't know, it's kind of too short to really be complaining about that sort of thing some days. It's too short to be spreading. Oh, it's long enough that you should stop and think about some of the stuff you say. But at the same time, it's also too short to be complaining about stuff. Or every 5 seconds. Because then you'll end up like those people that just put others down for fun, which is not a healthy way to live. And even thinking about people like that isn't a healthy way to live. And I really don't do that sort of thing. Just cause I don't. But
some stuff that one can talk about that might be of interest to you guys. And that is... Well, if you've been around my channel and Twitter and that, you've probably heard me mention about me potentially having a bit of a visual revamp and stuff, including my actual design. But I am debating whether or not to actually go for 2.0 on, label it as a full 2.0 thing. I don't know. But I'm more leaning towards that sort of way of things. Just cause I do want to do quite a serious overhaul visually, so and I think one part of it I do want to do in terms of that is maybe finally write that bloody law. Yeah, it's kind of a running joke at this point that despite being a law nut, I haven't figured out my damn law properly yet. But, yeah, considering I am planning to just do this potential 2.0 revamp, and since my first attempt at a PMG tuber debut was, let's face it, I couldn't have put less effort into that if I had tried. And that wasn't even the whole thing of the stream. Granted, it probably wouldn't, because I don't want to do a half-hour stream and then then end. Nah. If I were to do like a debut 3.0 Gadoodle, it would probably be a pre-recorded affair, if I'm honest. Just cause it would be easier for me to do it that way. Now again. Yeah. Watermelon! We got the fucking watermelon! Hell yeah! Suika has been achieved. Suika has indeed been achieved. I know I'm probably gonna jinx myself here, but you think I'm actually gonna hit 3,000 this time? Like, it seems it, right? Oh. Yeah, we're going great guns here. There might be a potential 3,000 in the works. Maybe. Probably not, but hey ho. Sorry, I've got all quiet again. I am running out of space here. Ah! Dang it. Well, at least I got the Suika. First Suika of the stream, folks. First Suika of the stream. Which is weird, considering I got Suika. Yep. If you look at my thing rankings, I was only third. Like, second one, I can't, like, my number 2, I do not remember if I actually got Suika on that one. Yeah. Well. It's going a little too. But then again, beginning portion of things. Can little oranges, but not much. Never mind. And if that would so kindly, pineapple. Yeah, I don't get why people are losing their sanity over this. Like, I just find it too calming for that. I know. Maybe because I don't get angry at games that often. Like, I am one of... Then again, I am more one of those... It's a game, there's no need to get angry at it kind of peeps. So... yeah. Again, my brain's not as aggro as it used to be. Okay, just launched across the thing. Yeah. So Halloween's next week. And I've been racking my brain trying to figure out if I want to do anything special for it, because controversial thing, I'm not actually that into Halloween. Not as much as other people in my family. Not by a long shot. Yeah. But I still want to do something for it. So, what I might do is pick a game that I play. I like playing or something like that. Maybe something I've streamed before. And see if any of them have a Halloween event on at the moment. And just play through that on Halloween night. Because, well, so that, yeah, so we can do something Halloween, like, because I didn't fancy doing any of that sort of thing this week, but I definitely want to try doing something for Halloween, stream-wise, next week, because next week is the week Halloween is actually in, because it actually, because Halloween's on the 31st, if I remember correctly, and the 31st next week is a Tuesday. And if you've been on this, and if you've been here for at least a while, you probably clocked onto the fact that I always stream over Tuesday. So that's where my brain was like, I might as well actually do something for Halloween then. Because I really wasn't initially planning to, just because, again, Halloween ain't my jam. And I couldn't really think of any horror games that I would want to play, because I'm not into horror games. Like, not in the foggiest. No, not in the slightest. Because I can't remember if I have actually mentioned this before, but they just do not appeal to me. And I'm probably one of those people that are like, I don't get why scaring yourself shitless is fun. Like, don't get me wrong, it's funny to watch other people play horror games, but unless you're the type of person that laughs at yourself when you get scared at a video game, I don't get the appeal of it. Never have done, probably never will. That's probably why you won't ever see me like play stuff like Dead by Daylight or FNAF. Hell, I think FNAF is the reason why the horror genre blew up as much as it did. Because it was specifically mascot horror that blew up. As opposed to not just horror games in general. From what it seems like from my perspective. But, yeah. There's going to be a Halloween stream on Halloween night on the Tuesday, but probably, you know what, I'm going to be for safe haven on Halloween for people that just want to chill and let the holiday pass them by. Yes, that sounds like dull as shit to some of you, but again, I probably wouldn't feel comfortable streaming if it's for something I couldn't give two shits about. But Halloween event in a game that I already play, that sounds like the play with that. Or what I'm planning with it. But I do have two games in mind with that. One I have streamed before, and one that I haven't, but I don't feel entirely comfortable streaming. It's a game I love to bits, but I don't feel comfortable actually streaming it just because I don't know. Yeah, the two games I'm thinking of are Team Fortress 2 or Destiny 2. Destiny 2 I've streamed before, because like, very beginning of this current season I did a couple of streams, but then sort of fell off. Hell, I fell off Destiny 2 at that point generally. I still need to, Oh, hello there, Scarlet Shoes! Yeah, I may be doing better than a certain enchantress. Keyword being maybe. Like, because you have to remember that my high score is flipping 3055. Yeah. Anywho, welcome to the stream. All I was doing was talking about my potential plans for Halloween night, because it conveniently happens to fall on my consistent stream day, so to speak, that being a Tuesday. And I'm thinking not a horror game, because I don't care for those too much, but a Halloween event in a game I play. I have two options, well, two ideas so far. TF2, which I haven't streamed before, but I don't feel 100% comfortable streaming it just because, yeah. And the other one being the other shooter with the word 2 in it that I play, Destiny 2. And I'm more leaning towards that. Because, well, like I said, I streamed at the beginning of this current season, but fell off. Generally, I still need to complete the seasonal story, which, from what I see, what I know about it, because I already know what goes on in that, has some hella big lore implications. Like, we're talking shaking up the foundation of one of the key enemy races in Destiny lore shake up. Yeah. Basically, oh god, I can't remember the 100% of it, but we nerf one of the main sort, well, one of the bigger threats that we're having to deal with lore-wise in Destiny 2, massively. And I mean massively. It's actually kind of crazy. But yeah. So yeah, probably won't be doing the seasonal story on the stream, but because I would want to focus on the Halloween event if I were to go with that for Halloween. Which most likely I will. So yeah, I'd probably try and focus on Festival of Lost stuff for that. And yeah. Oh, I definitely want to swing by it anyway, just for the universal ornament, the cosmetic armor, if you will. Because it's all like bug themed, bug and beetle themed. And the Titan one is very much beta-ish. I don't know where this came from, but I really like beetle-looking stuff for some reason. If I had to guess, it either came from one or two places. My love for the Pokemon Heracross, I think it's an amazing-looking Pokemon that I'm so going to raise up at some point. I mean, I do need a bug type for Terror Raids at some point. And I think actually Kirby. Yeah, we're two ones to have a random fascination with bugs, but have you seen what you can do with a beetle copy ability? Like, it's got some serious, I don't know, it's got a lot to it, and I think it's my favourite one that was introduced in Triple Deluxe. Because, yeah, with the Kirby games, Triple Deluxe was my first one, and then I played the rest of the Return to Dreamland Quadrilogy. Except the first one. Then Forgotten Land, which I started streaming last week. The VOD of that should be up on the channel. If I... well, yeah, because I literally started gathering footage from it for shorts, which I haven't gotten around to doing yet. Because even unemployed, my idiot arse is kind of lazy. Like, legit proper lazy. And you guys got plans for Halloween at all? Out of sheer curiosity? Cause honestly, I think this is probably going to be the most I've done for Halloween in like years. Again, not my sole holiday. Nope, just go and watching my Yoshi. Ah, fair enough. What, like grad school, anything like that? Such. Yeah, that's fair enough. Sometimes you just really don't want to do a lot for Halloween or something like that. Undergrad. Ah. Uni stuff. Fair enough. Yeah. Just thinking about when I was at uni, like, was ages ago. Cause I've been out of uni like 4-ish years now? Yeah, it would have been 4 years at this point. Cause I did a game development related course. It was called Independent Games Production, if I'm right. Yeah, really fancy sounding. But really it was more bit of everything, game development. Because it was more obviously indie game focused. And that's where a lot of my skills with like coding and that sort of thing came from. And it's I suppose it's kind of where my pixel art skills started. Because those who that have been on the social medias or just generally, yeah. That sounds cool, I'm doing biology but thinking about changing. Oh, what are you thinking about changing to? Anything similar, or do you want to do a complete 180 on it? Because, that sort of thing is... no idea. Well... fair enough. Sometimes you do go into one thing and then decide yeah, this isn't exactly for me, and pivot. Because, fun fact, I wasn't originally going to go the VTuber angle at all things. Originally, I was planning to just stick as a typical streamer with things. But then I decided to pivot into the PNG tuber angle just because I don't think my IRL face is particularly expressive. And, well, it's a lot easier to emote with this little guy than my IRL face sometimes. I say sometimes. I have to actually push the buttons to do it. But, yeah. There are... How about Stream 2? Why not? Like... Just... why not give it a shot? Because that's kind of what was my mentality when I decided to start. I just asked my parentals a question one night, asking, do you think I'd be good with streaming? I said, yeah, you might be good with it. And I just went from there. I ordered myself my capture card and mic off of Amazon, which is actually were not that expensive. Like, you don't need to start off with like an Elgato capture card or anything, because yeah, I'm debating if I should do it on this channel or make a gaming channel. Well, when I did it, I did make it its own channel, but that's more cause I wanted to keep emails and shit separated from each other because of how Google sets that sort of thing up. So yeah, really depends, up to you really. My mind's got a bit blank with topics now. Yeah, I'm a clipping channel and I think the two would clash if I made clips and stream games. That's fair. That's fair, that's actually a really smart idea to actually keep the two separate. Though balancing those two might be hard as well. Especially if you're balancing work on top of that, like a full-time job on top of that. But I think you'll do well with it. You never know until you give it a shot. I'm trying to think of what other advice I can actually give you in terms of that, because I only know so much, because I myself am really new to this. In streamer terms and that. Because you have to remember I started in mid-July, if I remember. So, yeah, only about 3 months at this point. And somewhere along that line Whoa! Well, I just got Suika Space programmed. Yeah, I'm officially making that term. Suika Space programmed. Where the physics of Suika Game decides to go F you and launch one of the fruits into orbit. Looks like Peach in this case. Crap, that's completely thrown my trail of fall. Then again, it don't take that much to do that. Like, I have gone round on the same topic on the stream multiple times. So, yeah. If you were to stream, what sort of games would you actually think about streaming? Because some people like to go for specific games. Some people like to go for specific genres. And that sort of thing. Or do you want to just be a variety one? Similar, I play a ton of games. Yep. So you want to go into a more variety angle, similar to what I do. So I have more of a focus on like single player stuff, and I want to try and focus a bit on like older or indie titles, which in a way Suika Game actually falls completely under. Call of Duty, Apex, Minecraft, story games, open world games. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually a really good variety of games. So, be aware that you might have to be careful depending on the strength of your PC that you're using. Like, because there are some games that I'm not gonna stream just on account of the fact that I'm streaming off of a bloody laptop. And not even like a high end one. Right. Though it's not a bad little laptop. It's a Acer Aspire 5. So yeah, it's done pretty decently with certain things. I'm currently doing it on PS5, but planning on buying a good PC soon. Yeah. Though, some PCs are, especially gaming ones, are like hell expensive. Also, you have a PS5. I haven't actually felt the need to upgrade to a PS5 yet. Yeah, I still have a PS4. And that seems to do well. I stream stuff off of it. So if you're gonna be using the capture card for PS5, you do have to go into the PS5 settings to turn one off. I can't remember what it is, but it's one that I can't remember the name of it, but it stops it being able to a capture card from being able to capture stuff. Don't know why the hell it's better, but yeah, there's probably some reason for it. And yeah, let's see. But yeah, you. I don't think you really need the like best stuff on it. PS4 has 60 FPS and PS5 has 60 FPS. On that, they're both the same. Yeah. Well, not all games on PS4 actually run at 60. I know Destiny 2 actually does it. But yeah, I know some have, some haven't. I know, it really depends on the game. Also, speaking of Destiny 2, so excited for Final Shape. So excited for that. Because Destiny 2 has a more expansion-y kind of thing, and Final Shape is like a really big one lore-wise. I'm looking at a 1600 PC right now, and I'm pretty sure it'll be good enough for whatever I plan on doing. Flipping heck, that's a lot! Damn! Oof. And here I am thinking £1,000 for a laptop is expensive. But then again, we're working with different currencies here. You work with dollars, I work with pounds. I can't remember the exchange rate for shit though, so yeah. My extent of knowledge when it comes to differences between stuff in the US and stuff here in the UK is time zones, and that's about it. And that's because I've literally memorised the time difference between BST, British Standard Time, EST, Eastern Standard Time, and PST, Pacific Standard Time. Because we're over here in Britain, we're 5 hours ahead of EST and 8 hours ahead of PST. That's why you might hear me on Twitter say good morning at like 1 in the morning or something, or when you see me greet others on Twitter, I say good morning and afternoon as opposed to just good morning, because it's good morning to them, but it's afternoon for me, usually. Yeah. I know PST really well for certain reasons. Oh yeah. Like, yeah, you guys have like at least 3 different time zones to have to deal with. You have the aforementioned EST and PST, but isn't there like a Central Standard Time too, if I recall? And you guys have 4? Huh. And what's the 4th one then? I'm Central and Mountain? Huh. Huh. Mountain? What regions does that cover? Because, yeah. Also, part of me is trying very hard not to make an Arknights joke right about now. Because, yeah. Actually, in terms of Arknights, Chapter 12 has actually come out on Global. Western US days. Okay, so it goes like from left to right, PST, Mountain Time, Central Time, EST. Or something of that nature? I know, I might be talking out my arse on this one. Now, let me have a quick drink of water. Yeah, kind of been good at like figuring stuff like that out for some reason. I think that's just how I am with what I have. Where was I? Oh yeah, Arknights. Yeah, Chapter 12 has come to the global servers. Because the way Arknights is that Hyperglyph, the company that makes it, is like Puyoverse, if you're familiar with Genshin or Honkai. They're both Chinese companies, but whereas Genshin updates all versions of the game simultaneously, Arknights is a bit different. Well, Hyperglyph is a bit different with Arknights, as they have 2 sets of servers, the CN server and the global server. The global server is 6 months behind the CN server. So they got Chapter 12 ages ago. I say all that, but I haven't even got past Chapter 5 yet. Or Chapter 9, because for some reason once you beat Chapter 3, you can do Chapter 4 or Chapter 9. I suppose probably because they're like different parts of the story or something like that. Despite one taking place ages after the other, but hey ho. Yeah. Maybe I could get enough, if I scooped up enough stamina items, I could literally do a stream where I try to get through as many of Arknight's story stages before I run out of stamina replenishing items. At which point, the stream will probably just turn into me just doing a crap ton of IS 2 and 3. Yeah, Arknights has a lot of different like side modes and that sort of thing, and events. Because is the next one? I can't recall what it actually is. But then again, in terms of like pulling characters and pulling operators, I tend to just care about the limited ones more. Because with the normal banners, it's a case of, oh, I can always get that character later. What was the last 6-star I actually got? 6-star are the highest rarity ones. Oh no, wait. I remember. It was the other day I got Salek. Cause you had, in preparation for chapter 12, you had one of the front that was banners. Basically, operators. It's a banner that has operators related to the past couple of story chapters. And I think this one had Salek, Horn, and Stainless. Well, I think the previous one was Salek, Horn, and Mudrock, and I got Mudrock from that one, which is probably one of my more used operators. Just cause kinda busted. Except when it comes to elemental damage. But yeah, I've sort of learned to rely on Mudrock less. Just generally. Just because being able to actually heal your tank the normal way is actually surprisingly a good idea. You ever play Arknights at all? Because I know some of this might just seem like a different language to people that don't play it. I have a bit of a habit of that one, just going off on a tangent about something. But yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a thing I do. But I suppose that's the good thing about streaming, I can let all this sort of thing out. Arknights is one of those really weird sort of gacha games. Gacha / mobile games. Because it's one of those ones that just stands out. Just because of the uniqueness of it. Because it's literally your typical gacha game. But the gameplay is reminiscent of a tower defense game. That's what initially drew me to it. And then, yeah, I just fell in love with the world lore and that. If you don't know, I'm a bit of a self-confessed loner. Like, seriously. Doesn't matter what kind of lore it is. VTuber, Destiny, anything of that nature. If it's lore, I'm gonna go in it with both feet. Cause yeah. Trying to think what is. I'm trying to think of other games with like really interesting lore that isn't just Destiny. Because, well, I think we all know just how much of a nut I am for that. And yeah, I am legit a Destiny roller. to stream. I use Streamlabs actually. Yeah, you wouldn't think it, considering, like I said, my laptop's not the most powerful thing in the world. So, it is a bit of an odd choice, considering apparently OBS is actually a bit less intensive when it comes to it. Hey, we got the Suika! Yeah, I use Streamlabs because, I don't know. For one thing, it's a free bit of software, and considering my budget, I had to get all the free, well, take all the free software I can get. But yeah, I actually just really like using it. It's probably not that much different to OBS, and I'm tempted to see what all that is about, but I don't know if that one's actually free or not. I don't know. I'll probably have a look at some point, but I'm not planning to switch over just yet. Well, not planning on switching over until I actually do any more research on it. Oh, that's been a decision. But yeah, I don't stream yet, but I record with OBS, and I'll probably stream with OBS when I do. Oh yeah, that's actually a smart idea, because you use the software you're already familiar with. It's like when I started making my own stream overlay and that sort of thing, I use Photoshop because that's what I've just been learned to use, or taught to use from uni and such. It's how I've learned to make all the sprites and that. I think I actually did a stream a while ago where it was just me making starting to make a tile set or something. Because I sort of learned how to do that and that, which, yeah, because it's in the game dev sort of purview. And it's also moving. But yeah, if that's what you're comfortable using, go for it. Oh, that nearly gave me a heart attack. Okay, just nurse it to BK. Dang it! Well, I got the Suika, that's good. I think that might actually be the second one this stream. Damn. And yeah, that's my second highest. Nice. But yeah, where was I? Sorry if I'm losing where I dropped the initial topic. Bit of a habit, and bit of a me thing. But yeah, it's a good idea to, if you're used to OBS, go with that. like I said, it's a smart idea to go for the one you have some experience with. You can get into it a bit quicker. Though, in my eyes, actually doing the stream's the easy bit. The hard part is everything else, like keeping up with your socials and that, which you have a head start with that because you have already got a social media presence. Because I was kind of starting from scratch. I could do game video and stream once a week. Okay. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea, considering you're juggling that, the occasional clip on your other channel and any full-time work. Like, I would stream more, but I kind of want to get a full-time job so I have an income, or ideally have this take off of it, but this is more to keep me occupied elsewise, that sort of thing. I'd love to be able to do this for a living, but I know that would be one thing that just takes like potentially years to get to that point, especially for an indie. That's why I'm sort of not trying to break the bank with my gear. But there are all sorts you can really go for when it comes to what you want to do with it. Right, you want to do a gaming video and a stream once a week. With the video, you might have to plan that out a bit. Like, even, let's say you want to do, you want your gaming videos to be a let's play or something. You need to figure out what game you want to play, and well, for starters, but also for where you want to cover it and that. Like, you don't have to go completely crazy with it if you don't want to just cover every single little detail of the game. But that is something you need to plan out a bit. But if it's like a more casual one, you probably wouldn't need to plan it out as much. Because in that case, it would probably be no different to like me planning out my weekly schedule. You'll just figure out what games you want to play, or want to let's play, and go from there. figure out what game you want to stream that particular week and go from there. And since you're going to be doing, like, both, I assume you want to do the game video because you already have that experience with the editing side of it, so it's not as big of a leap. Which, again, is smart. That's sort of why, especially early on, I did try to leverage my knowledge of gaming a fair bit. Because that's the sort of thing I know about. And I can comfortably talk about that sort of thing for hours on end. And you need to also figure out how you're going to present things. Again, like I said, you could present it as a let's play, you could present it as more informative video, like one talking about a specific topic, like a specific design philosophy in games or something like that, like backtracking or something like that. I don't know. Like, the game video is probably going to need a lot more planning than the stream, but I will say with this, when it comes to the stream, consistency is a good idea. Like, you want to have it be consistent so that your subscribers can just go, oh, this is, usually the day he uploads, I'll go have a look on his channel. And they're probably more likely to find your video. Granted, I'm by no means the best person to talk about this, because I count my success with the stream and that differently. I count it more, did I enjoy doing the stream? And if so, yeah, it went well. And it's sort of that sort of thing. But yeah, consistency is it's a good thing to have when it comes to this sort of thing in general. Because it helps you structure yourself a bit better. Like, take this stream. It's on a Tuesday, which I have consistently streamed on. Crap. And when I do stream, I do it of a consistent time, that being 8 PM BST. Which is actually midday? Yeah, it's midday. You want to, with the stream, have a consistent, at least a consistent time, let's say. Like a certain Enchantress has 9 o'clock PST, and I have 8 PM BST. Can you see where I'm coming from with that? That consistency is a good idea to have when it comes to streaming, because eventually your subscribers I'm at will figure out, hey, I usually stream at this time, and that sort of thing. Especially if you're not actually doing a schedule, because like in your situation, you wouldn't need to make a schedule because you're streaming once a week. I'm assuming it's potentially going to be of a weekend, which, yeah, is actually isn't a bad one. Like, before I started really experimenting with what days I actually stream, I think I did eventually settle on the system Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. And I think on the Saturday one I used to actually stream earlier, like 3 PM BST, but I just find it easier to stream the same time, or this sort of time nowadays. Just because it's all quiet at night, that's all. Anyway, content for fun until I get a bigger following, then I'll lock it in, be more serious. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing actually. I'm more doing it for the enjoyment and to keep myself busy. That's why I'm still looking for a potential full-time job. But if this does ever take off, I'd probably be more inclined to do this, just because I enjoy it more. So yeah. And that way, if things don't work out exactly, you're less likely to get annoyed over it, because you're not trying to make it your primary source of income or anything like that. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing it for fun or for a hobby, because, well, that's how a lot of content creators and streamers started. They started out just doing it for fun, and the next thing you know, they have, and the next thing you know, they've released a web series that took the internet by bloody storm. And yeah, like, because if you really think about it, with a lot of the big sort of YouTubers and that sort of thing, they started out no different to this, just playing games for the hell of it and or to keep their mind occupied, and they just kind of been doing it for long enough, and it just kind of takes off. It's actually really interesting to just think about it that way. Definitely gets my sort of analytical brain running. Just thinking about how things started small and going from there. Because if you think about it, from it's no different to like pioneers of other stuff. Like people started doing gaming videos on here for fun and that sort of thing, or little skits and shit, and then they realised that, hey, I could actually do this for a living or something like that. And then then another person goes down the line, goes, oh, that's cool, I want to try that, and it goes down to the list, because eventually we went from simple like gameplay videos to YouTubers to live streamers, and then eventually VTubing. And then PNG tubing. And other sort of offshoots. And it all started from like one person in their room just deciding, hey, you can share videos on this site. I want to share a thing of me being awesome and COD or something. And it just sort of trickled from there. I know, I find it fascinating just going through that sort of thing, seeing how history of things have changed, for better or for worse, because there are certain things in this day and age that really aren't healthy. But I can be very, I don't know, I think I just have a bit more of an old-fashioned mindset when it comes to certain things. Yeah. Interesting to think about. It's your food for thought on topics of this nature. Damn, time's really flying today. Well, that's because I have awesome people to chat with. Not sure if I want to be a VTuber or IRL tuber yet. Well, I started out as an IRL streamer, then, like I said, I transitioned into PNG tubing. Just, I think it's partly, like I said, because my face, IRL face, wasn't really that expressive. And I don't have to worry about making sure my beard's well kept out. But I think I also just fell head over heels for like that sort of thing. And the lore and that behind him as well. Trying to think, when was the point I really fell in love with that sort of thing? Oh yeah, a certain someone's 2.0 lore did. I just fell in love with it there. And yeah, I don't know if I had already transitioned into binge YouTube at that point, but if I hadn't yet, that was probably another reason for me doing that. Now I really start thinking about it. Because, well, again, I'm a loner. So, yeah, being a streamer that has lore, their own lore, which I still need to properly write up one day. But, I'm gonna be working on trying to fix a lot of that. How did I end up with 3 pineapples? Yeah. It really depends on what actually appeals to you. At the end of the day, a lot of this is down to your own personal preference. I have a good face, I make funny faces, but the lore side of VTubing is cool. Oh yeah, definitely. Again, going back to that particular 2.0 lore video, you could probably already tell who I'm actually talking about with that. But yeah. I cannot remember what. Oh yeah, like some my law is like I'm like stupidly overpowered or some shit for like I think I put that in like my bullet points of potential lore tidbits just for the shits and giggles, but I'm considering going that way with the lore cause it just works with a sort of my kind of way I structure my like little jokes and how I talk about that. And how the fact that I will just reference goddamn anything. So the idea of having the power where I pull literally goddamn anything out of thin air kind of works. Like I said, it's not set in stone or anything. Not yet, at least. But again, it's yeah, like lore. I can imagine a lot of VTuber's lore are like based off of certain things and that I enjoy. Dang it. But yeah. To be fair, you don't even really need lore. Again, mine's technically a work in progress. So I don't have any concrete lore. So yeah. Well, some peeps I know don't have any law I know of. So, yeah. VTubing's kind of... It can be just about anyone or anything. Like, yeah, you can have law explaining it, but other times you can just wing it. It's a funny old beast. But yeah, law school. Like, you don't need it to be like a great VTuber, but if you want to go for it, go for it. Because law is one of those things that's just... Some people really dig it, some people don't really care for it. Like, some people prefer a VTuber for their personality, or just simply from the design of the model. Like, well, arrow sheet. Yeah, I like her for her personality. Because... and how genuine they are. And I think I gravitate towards that more. Because I've seen so many, like, reality shows and that sort of thing, like Big Brother and that. I've seen enough of that that I would rather not remember. And seen how two-faced some of them are in that. Yeah, to have someone who literally has a different face from their IRL one just being literally the same person IRL that they are IRL as they are on stream. Yeah, that's something I really gravitate towards. There are all sorts of different reasons people enjoy a particular content creator. Personality, what kind of content they do. There's some ones I like. I could also do both VTubing and IRL things. Yeah, there are actually people out there that do that. Yeah, exactly, Jason does that. I think she's actually really brave for doing that, because that actually could have gone very wrong for her, but she stuck with it, and yeah. And there are other VTubers and that I know of that have their IRL face out there. They don't necessarily stream using their IRL face, but they have them out there. Like, Sai, for example, he has his IRL face out there, and but then again, he was a streamer back beforehand anyway. Yeah. It's sort of, you can go about it just about which way you want. Don't just follow only my advice on it. Go out there and have a look at what others are doing that might inspire you to go a particular direction. Like, I initially wanted to really leverage my knowledge of video games and that sort, but nowadays I kind of want to pivot more towards the comfy side of things. Just because I've seen it, well, so that I can make, I really like the idea of just, I'll just try a content creator and I'm gonna take something from it. Yeah, it's like, something Skull actually said. Content creates content, if you will. Like, people see things and take their own spin on it. I'm kind of paraphrasing here because I don't remember exactly what she said word for word, but even that's kind of taking its own spin on things. To a slight degree. But yeah, that's all what I'm saying as well. Have a look at how different people do it, because I actually do that a fair bit myself. Like, the reason why I have the stream schedule set out the way I do is because I have observed and seen how other peeps do it, and I sort of just adopted it. Well, I sort of adopted that sort of style of it. And also about how, like, how to structure certain things. And even now there are things that I'm still learning. Like, on the social media side of things, there's someone I follow on Twitter that gives out, like, helpful advice on, like, how to tweet on there and that sort of thing. And also from tweets that mutes them out. Scar's my favourite streamer and FaZe Jeff is my favourite content creator. I look up to both when starting out. Oh yeah, like, whilst I didn't start watching Scala till like a bit as like a couple days into my initial streaming journey, because I kind of wanted to see how other people did live streams. That, and I was job hunting that morning and felt like sticking something on my background. And yeah, since then, I've learned a lot. And some advice she's directly given when I've asked about it during stream that has actually really helped me. Like about shorts and that sort of thing. And leverage some stuff that's unique about you into it. All that sort of things helped out quite a bit. That's why I tend to say she's a bit of an inspiration to me, because yeah, she's really helped me out with some of the advice she's given me. And I think she's an awesome person genuinely. So there's that. Yeah, having people that you're inspired by, that's awesome. That means that they've had a lasting impact on you, and well, you sort of take bits and pieces from people that inspire you. Again, content creates content. That's one thing Skylar said that I will preach till the ends of the earth, because it is true. And going back to like what I said a bit earlier about the fact that people like stuck stuff on YouTube, then someone else watched it, and eventually that became live streaming, and eventually that became VTubing, PNG tubing, etc, etc. And then people got ideas from it, and before we know it, we end up with stuff like Twitch and Kick. Yeah, Kick's actually a brand new streaming platform. So I don't really know anything about Kick at this point. Again, I'm probably not going to move off of YouTube, just because it keeps everything on place for me, and it's just easier for me to deal with. I like to keep some level of organisation, even if I'm shit at Suika Game. But yeah, it's interesting to think about that sort of thing. I'll say that phrase a lot. Let's see. I also say let's see it. I do think that there's all sorts of like little abilities you can leverage when it comes to content creation. Like, I'm sure you see my, well, my PNG, my overlay, branding, etc., that sort of thing. And also some of the stuff I've done on Twitter, like fan art wise. And I've sort of leveraged some of my skills into that, like mainly my pixel art skills. That sort of thing. It's always worth seeing how you can apply your own skill set to things, if I'm honest. Because you might find something you want to, well, a way you want to stream from there. Like, again, I did that pixel art stream a while ago. And I'm still, even though I'm pivoting more towards the comfy streamer sort of archetype, I still am making use of my expansive knowledge and history with it. So yeah, it really is just a combination of seeing what others have done, seeing what you want and seeing what you want to try, and also throwing random shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Yeah, that's the way I think about it. That's why these past couple of weeks I've been really experimenting with stuff, like various different games and such. Like take last week and this week, because last week I continued with one thing I have been experimenting with, and that's like streaming older games. And that. Because, well, it's something I'm passionate about. That sort of thing. And so this week, I'm trying 2 games I haven't tried streaming before. This and Magic Gathering Arena on the Saturday. It's very interesting to actually experiment with new stuff. And yeah, and hell, even with like old, well, games you probably streamed million times before, you might find a new way to stream it. Like, my first sort of playthrough stream series was Pokemon Violet. But after that, and completing the DLC, the first lot of that, I ended up finding a different new stream idea, that being raising up Pokemon to be ready for Terror Raids. And that sort of thing. I'd say one thing I don't do enough that I am gonna try doing more of, and I'd actually recommend you doing for like streams, is if you get an idea for a particular stream that isn't just playing X game, write it down. Like, let's say because you mentioned Apex on that, or if you do a stream where you play Apex, except you use characters that are considered low tier or something like that. You can always find unique ways of playing the same game over and over. I mean, it goes back to the whole games within games sort of thing. Those silly little games you probably thought out when you were a kid to give you something extra to do in a game you've probably beaten 20 times at that point. Stuff like that, like those little stream ideas like that, no different. It's kind of the content creator's version of that. I think I'm gonna give it one more shot. Before I decide to call it. Yeah. If you want to just stream games as is, that's perfectly fine. Some people do enjoy that. But sometimes you might want to do one where you just have a specific goal or idea in mind. Just go for it. I mean, you might actually get ideas for streams in the most unlikely of places. Like, you might get an idea for a stream in the future whilst doing a stream. Like, I know I've mentioned Scarlet a lot, but there's obvious reasons for that, but you've seen how many times she's come out with a brand new stream idea in the middle of another one. other week, not last week, but like the week before, I was doing some SEO 99. And I had someone join the stream. And what I did is I queued up in races like alongside me. Hell, I even showed up in one of my races, allegedly. And yeah, we were just comparing our placements of a race, that sort of thing. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that sort of, hey, I play with you guys, even if I can't make a room and that sort of thing. Like, so now, and my brain just went, oh, that was fun. Oh, I might keep that idea in my head for when I get a bit bigger and I can do that with more people, type thing. You know, when streamers do streamer versus chat sort of thing in Mario Kart or something like that. Similar sort of thing. Well, same sort of thing, really. And yeah, you're always picking up. You're gonna find you're gonna pick up little things like that every so often, if not on a near constant basis. And yeah, like I said, I do actually want to do that one and stuff like it. Because it was quite enjoyable to do. It really depends on what sort of streamer you want to be. Like, I'm here to give people a good time, that's all. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, that's probably where I got the mentality from that, from. Other game viewers once big enough. Yeah, that's actually where I'm coming from with that idea. Once I am big enough and have a bit more of a consistent viewership, I wouldn't mind doing like some sort of open room Mario Kart stream. Or some sort of open room streaming any sort of game. And yeah. So that I want to sort of make my streams a place where people can just come to just get away from the world for a while. Doesn't matter if they're active, doesn't matter if they lurk, all are welcome in. Well, you do have to set some ground rules, though. But fine, to be honest. With whatever rules I do have, I'm probably going to end up being rather lenient with it. Well, with some things. Other things I can imagine I crack down like on immediately. But yeah. Again, it's one of those things that it's very interesting to give a shot. Hell, if I'm honest, that's kind of one of my main motivators for wanting to get bigger, so that I can do that kind of stream with the community. I did say I was going to make that the last one. Stretchy, stretchy, stretch. Alright, let's move over to my shit excuse for his that two screen. But yeah. All sorts of little things and that you kind of want to, I don't know, keep in mind when it comes to streaming, whether it be IRL or VTubing. And yeah. I have one thing that is a good idea is to actually set out and write down a set of goals, because that way you're more likely to stick to it. Hell, do what I did the other day and actually write it down in a tweet or something and bookmark it. That way you kind of get your community involved in it in a degree, and they also see what sort of your goals are. And that it's always interesting to, I don't know, I'm always interested to see what people think about things. Right. That's all. And to also engage with them generally, I quite enjoy that part of it. That's why I actually thoroughly enjoyed talking with you peeps in chat today. Thank you for that, because, well, it generally makes me feel like I'm doing something right for once. And yeah, let's see. Now, let me hang on. Give me a second. Where is it? There it is. Oh, that's a bit big. Yep, I'm doing fist maneuvering actually showing my stream schedule on stream. Yeah. Let's see what is on the docket for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Mario Galaxy. Oh yeah, because that should hopefully actually be the last episode of that, because if I remember correctly, I have only 12 stars left before I actually get to Bowser for the third and final time. So yeah, that's probably going to be a longer stream than usual. And then Friday, I haven't decided what game I want to stream yet. I'll probably either stick up a poll or decide it off my own accord on like Thursday or something like that. And Saturday is Magic the Gathering Arena. Another new one I want to try stream on here. Cause that one I want to just go through as many of the colour challenges as possible that I still have left. But yeah, this is something I wanted to try doing, just have a schedule recap at the end of a stream, so that you guys know about any other stuff I'm streaming this week, cause I don't know, I just felt like it would be a good idea to do that. Let's see. I don't know. In terms of shorts, I might try to get a couple out this week, but knowing me, I'm probably either going to get distracted by the Suika Game again, Disney Speedstorm, or something else entirely. And that sort of thing. But yeah, I think it might actually be a good idea to end there, because my brain is just going downhill pretty damn quickly. So yeah, I have trouble streaming for particularly long. My streams only typically average like 2.5 hours. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, well, that just shows it. Yep. I'll gladly have you back for future streams. It was actually really nice to chat with you. And if you have any other peeps that you think might like me content or something, feel free to tell them about me if you want. But yeah. Anywho, I think that's it. I have been the Cyophemus Fact Streams. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. Stay safe out there, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.